is no other labor to replace them. It's just not there. Markets today, they want to go up. Stock market wants to get going. GameStop came out with earnings the other day. You saw that. They lost $2 million in the quarter versus last year's $100 million loss. And what did they do? They went old school. And what does that mean? They decided that we're just going to cut costs and cut costs and cut costs. And we're going to sell our product through our stores and say goodbye to the NFT business, say goodbye to the all the online stuff that we were tinkering with. We're just going to dump all that. We're going to walk away from it. We're just going to sell our product in our brick and mortar stores. I have news for you, America. This works. It's worked for many years, many decades, generations. It's going to continue to work because what eventually happens is gamers like hanging out with gamers. And yeah, it's true. A lot of gamers hang out with each other online, but there's a diehard group of gamers that loves to see each other at the store. And they love talking the product with knowledgeable sellers of said product. GameStop happens to have knowledgeable staff at their stores. GameStop does not hire people that don't know what games are in their stores. Costco might hire somebody that doesn't know how tires work. They'll hire people at Costco to sweep floors that don't know anything about the bakery department. But GameStop hires people that know all about games and are into it. And the customers know that. And so they're cutting their costs in the back office dramatically. Their costs of each store are kind of set, although they're probably negotiating lower rents from each location. They've cut back staff here and there. Yes, they have. But what they've really done is they have let go a ton of people in the corporate offices, the head corporate offices and others. And they're shutting down divisions that don't pay the bills. Ryan Cohen is wringing the towel here of every drop of water, and this will not stop. He is not finished. I suspect that you just saw a $98 million turnaround of losses to not losses. Expect another 98 million to the plus side per quarter going forward years out. And so what's going to happen is the company's going to make 400 to 500 million a year in profits on 300 million shares, which is $1.50 a share profit or more. And at 20 times earnings, you got a $30 stock. At $2 profit, you got a $40 stock. At $3 profit, you got a $60 stock. And that's assuming they don't do anything else. They don't acquire anybody else. They don't do anything else. They got 1.2 billion cash in the bank. They could get their hands on 2 billion like that to get to 3.5 billion if they want to buy something. I don't know what the plan is because you and I know they don't talk. But their actions are speaking louder than words, and their actions are screaming to me. We're going old school. We started a year ago. We started way back last summer to offload people, offload costs, offload stuff we're not going to get into. And it's continued. And each week and each month, those savings keep compounding going forward. So I can see their costs continually dropping several $100 million more. Wedbush says the stock's a $6 stock. They downgraded it from $6.20 to $6 because they think in the next decade, thanks Wedbush, that the company's sales are not going to be able to hold and yada, yada, yada. You know what? These are the same morons that said this company was dead meat 3 years ago. 3 years ago, that was a $2 stock. These are the same morons that said this company was dead meat 3 years ago. 3 years ago, that was a $2 stock. All right. 3 years ago, they owed $450 million to their bankers. Today, they have $1.2 billion cash in the bank. 3 years ago, they had a company jet, and their senior executives were making millions of dollars in stock options. Today, they're all gone, and there aren't any of these generous stock options. This company has completely been wringed out. Mr. Cohen has done what he said he was going to do and indicated what he was going to do by cleaning house. And it's beginning to show on the bottom line of the corporation. If in the second quarter you don't lose $105 million and lose $2 million instead, think about this Christmas coming up. Last Christmas, they had a $40 million surprise earnings. What about this Christmas? Could it be 140 million, 180 million surprise earnings? Don't put it past these guys. They could well be pulling a $200 million profit out of the hat within the next 6 months. What will it do for the stock today and next week and next month? I don't know, but I'm going to say that those who are educated in retail are going to go, these guys are not going out of business. America has lost all kinds of shopping malls. All kinds of shopping disruptions have been had in America. I think we're almost through it. I get the impression that the goodbye to the shopping mall phenomena may have already happened, and we now will end up with super mall scenarios, super big box mall scenarios, and the resurgence of downtown shopping to a degree in a boutique kind of way. And everyone will get in on it, except, of course, Walmart and Costco. They need their big parking lot. It's evolving. It's changing. GameStop will evolve with everyone else. I would love to see GameStop get involved with Best Buy. And every Best Buy store have a GameStop store inside it, just like Apple has a store inside it. I would love to see GameStop do that with Target. I would love to see that in Walmart, where you go into a Walmart and there's a GameStop store inside Walmart in the electronic department, right over there, where all those games are. That's a GameStop sub store. That's the future that could be coming. It depends who jumps first. Sooner or later, retailers will get inventive and come along. They're not going to hire me. I'm too old and I'm from the outside, but I see it from the outside looking in going, if GameStop can survive in shopping malls with their own stores, they can thrive inside mega stores as with sub locations. A win-win for both companies, Best Buy and GameStop. But anyway, I don't know. Could they be a takeover target? Yep, they could be. They could clean their house up so much that in the next year, GameStop could be a takeover target for a Best Buy or a Target or a Walmart. And they'll take over the brand name, convert stores into their shops, and slowly close out the little tiny stores. That could happen. I'm not calling it. I'm just saying it could. I'm just saying. Okay. Anyway, are we having fun or what? Yeah, Sephora's opened up stores inside of Kohl's. It's working for them both. That's right. That's right. This is nothing new here. I'm not inventing the wheel. I'm just talking about, whatever. In any event, there it is. I gotta go because I'm live in 2 minutes. Okay. You guys have held me up long enough. All right. It's all your fault. Thank you so much for joining me. DQ, Wing Commander, Alberto, JJ, Deep Value, JR, Dean, Dude, Double D, not a lurker anymore. Oh, it's so great to see your names here. John Anderson, FX, Hector, Lame Duck, Beef.